Thank you so much for joining us here on our newer segment called Mayoral Monday. Today I'm very honored to have Mayor Johnny Magee of Laurel. Mayor, thank you so much for coming and
thank you for the invite.
Just kind of talking with us about what's going on over in the city. Beautiful, but a lot of big infrastructure projects in downtown right now. Let's talk about that Central Avenue project that's still taking place.
Yeah, we are working on the second half of Central Avenue. We did the first part of it a couple years ago, and so we had to get some more money, and so MDOT came through, as they do so often, and gave us a partial grant. We had to match it, of course, and now we're doing the second half of Central Avenue, where we're replacing water, sewer, drainage, and we will be paving the street, new sidewalks, new lighting, because downtown is continuing to boom because of hometown, and we love hometown. We love the results that it brings, and so we want people to be comfortable. We want them to be safe when they're walking downtown, because we want them to get from one store to the next one in ease and in safety. And so it's about a $3 million project, and it should be finished hopefully sometime around April or May.
Awesome. So right now we're in the middle of a legislative session.
Yes.
As most mayors know, and they're trying to get some money.
Exactly.
Talk about some maybe projects you're looking to fund with this legislative session.
Well, we have asked for 3 or 4 major streets. One is 6th Avenue, where it is an old brick street. You know, Laurel has a lot of brick streets.
Right.
That's, you know, we started out, we were the wood capital of the world pretty much. So we started out with wooden streets, wooden blocks, then we advanced to brick streets. And so these brick streets they're good to look at, but they're horrible to drive on. when they installed them, you know, we didn't have as many cars as we do now.
Right.
So we're asking for funding from the legislature for 6th Avenue, 8th Avenue, and 6th Street. We're probably talking about $10 million for those 3 streets. We know the legislature will probably not fund the entire project, but if they can help us, then we can kind of get started. But streets are very important to people in Laurel. That's one of their biggest complaints, is that the streets. Most of the time they want the street in front of their homes done, but you know, we try to do the major thoroughfares, and which we've done several of those. When I first came in office, we borrowed $10 million to get started, and we've been working hard on it ever since, and we're continuing to do it. We've got a $25 million grant from the U.S. Department of Transportation, which will give us a true east-west corridor from Highway 84 East on one side of town, all the way through town over to 16th Avenue, which is 84 West. $25 million, no match, and we appreciate that. Our Senate and our House representatives made that possible, and we are going to hopefully begin construction on that in 2027. We've also got a project over by the high school. And the reason we're doing this project is because a child was killed at the stadium at the high school. So we're going on 12th Street from 7th Avenue to 16th Avenue. Again, this project is around $3 million. We have another project on West Drive going on. It's about $3 million also, but it'll replace a bridge. It'll repave the street, replacing water and sewer. So Laurel is striving to get streets done.
That's awesome to see that y'all are working actively
Definitely.
to get this done.
Yeah.
So what are some other projects maybe outside of infrastructure or events that Laurel is getting ready for?
One thing that Laurel is getting ready for right now is the Diamond Youth World Series.
Oh yeah.
Used to be Dixie Youth, now it's called Diamond Youth, but July and August will be here for 3 weeks. We will have 150 teams from 12 different states at our fabulous Susan Boone Vincent Sportsplex.
Right.
We have tennis, we have soccer, we have baseball, we have swimming, we have all kind of things. But this July and August, this focus will be on the World Series.
Awesome.
Age groups from about 4 years old up to 18. So we're looking for a good crowd. Like I said, 150 teams, who they bring parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles,
Yeah.
and we love it.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Good tax money there.
definitely.
Awesome. And that's always, tourism's always great.
Yes,
Is there anything else tourism-wise that y'all are working on?
Well, we have a tourism committee now. The legislature allowed us to add 3 cents on hotels and Airbnbs. And so we're generating funds to bring people into town.
Right.
We sponsor events. If people want to put on something that will bring people to town, we will sponsor them up to $2,500. All they have to do is fill out the application, and if they can show that they're bringing people to town to spend the night, then we help them put it on.
Awesome. So what are your Parks and Rec team's got to be working hard for this
Definitely.
youth sports team or the event coming up?
Yes.
Talk about what they're doing to prep the fields.
They are, well, we have natural grass. The director, Elvin Ulmer, he does not like turf,
Yeah.
and that's one reason why they continue to come back to Laurel, because we have some of the best natural grass fields anywhere in the Southeast. And he goes off every year, he trains, he learns what needs to be done, and they love the fields and they know how to take care of them.
So it seems when you're going through Laurel, there's always some sort of construction happening, new businesses,
Right.
things of that nature. Any big projects taking place that you can talk about?
Well, we're working on Hobby Lobby right now
Okay.
at the Sawmill Mall. Hopefully it will be open in hopefully 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
We also have a hotel coming, a Marriott, which will have 120 rooms. Part of the rooms will be long stay, like for a week.
Sure.
And then the other will be overnight, like a regular hotel. But we have an investor from Greenwood.
Oh.
He has hotels all over the state, and so he's coming to Laurel, and we're looking for some good things coming to that hotel.
Right.
Yeah, because hopefully it'll spring up other things like restaurants,
Yeah.
and things like that.
That's awesome. So we're in a new year. We're in February now.
Right.
'Cause January kind of flew by,
Yeah.
but for some people it lasted forever.
Exactly.
But we're in a new year now. Is there any big things that you would like to see done with your administration within the city in 2026?
Housing is one of the things that we always need in Laurel. People can a lot of times afford the houses, but then after they purchase the homes, they're not able to keep them up properly,
Right.
up to code. And so we're hoping that we'll be able to get some funding from our federal sources or either from our state sources in order to help people not only purchase homes, but also to take care of them after they purchase them. And it's very important that people have affordable housing, safe housing, and we strive for that in Laurel.
There was an apartment complex recently coming from Laurel,
Yes.
abandoned now,
Right.
And the city's looking at, or the housing authority's looking
Yes,
at
well,
purchasing
we're
that.
trying to
Well,
partner with the housing authority to for them to take control of South Park Village. It was 100 apartments there, and the owners were out of state, and they pretty much let it go. And HUD cut the funding from it, and so the housing authority does a great job in the city, and we're hoping that they can get this property and give some more spaces for people to have some affordable housing.
All right, so let's go back to tourism a little bit. I know
Okay.
that's a big topic for
Yes.
Laurel because a lot of visitors come into town because of that
Right.
HGTV television show.
Exactly.
So y'all work with the Laurel Main Street Association.
Right.
Is there any big plans coming up? I know y'all got a bunch of events coming in this year.
Main Street puts on 10 major events. Main Street is one of the best things that happened to Laurel.
Yeah.
They started in around, I think it was 2007. And there have been millions of dollars invested in downtown since that time. 37 new businesses started. Of course, when you open businesses, some stay open, some don't.
Right.
But that's the price of doing business. But for the most part, they have stayed, and people continue to come. Main Street keeps giving things that will bring people, and they are one of the best things that ever happened to Laurel.
That's awesome. So Let's go back to your 2026 wish list. That's one of the last things I want to talk to you about. What are some major things that you would like to see the City Beautiful get complete by the end of the year?
We want our sportsplex to be finished. We're finishing up 4 new fields. We want that to be finished. We have started it's sports related, but we've started a sports hall of fame, a Laurel Sports Hall of Fame, started by Gerald McRae, who was, he played ball in Laurel, went to Tennessee State, played for the Chiefs, and he played for the Eagles. And so we're starting a Sports Hall of Fame, recognizing people that play baseball, soccer, football, basketball, whatever they happen to play. If they excelled in it in Laurel, you'll have an opportunity to be in the Sports Hall of Fame. One of the criteria is that you have to be away from that sport for over 10 years before you can be nominated. But you can go to our website and go to the Recreation Department, and you can find forms where you can nominate people for the Sports Hall of Fame. We look for it to be another tourist attraction. Hopefully it'll be as big as the Lauren Rogers Museum of Art one day, because there are a lot of great athletes in Laurel and that have come from Laurel, and we want to recognize them, and we're hoping by the end of 26 it'll be up and running.
That's awesome. Well, if there's anything else you'd like to say, I know you got a few new city council members on the city council this year. How's that relationship between you and the city council?
I served on the city council, so I know how important it is to have a good relationship. The first time that I was first elected, the first thing I did was went to the mayor's office and told her that I want to work with her because I want to improve the ward that I was representing. Same thing that I do right now. I try to reach out to the council because I think the council is dedicated to making Laurel the best place it can be, and it's a lot easier working together than it is working apart. So that's something that I try to live by, and all we want to do is improve the city of Laurel.
All right, well, if there's anything else you'd like to talk about while you're here, any big plans or anything, that'd be great.
Well, one thing I want to point out is that we hope you don't litter in Laurel. We do not need litter in Laurel. We want Laurel to stay clean because the nickname is the City Beautiful. We want it to stay like that, and we want people to come to Laurel. We want to grow the population. We want things to be what everybody wants it to be. And so it's a great time to be in Laurel, great time to be the mayor of Laurel, and because the citizens are everything in the city of Laurel.
Awesome. Well, Mayor, thank you so much for coming on.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate it. And if you'd like to view this entire interview, it's going to be on our website at wdam.com.